Hey, welcome to another episode of MLM Renegade. You guys, it's the holidays, and as such, I'm reading a little bit of scripture. So here's the million-dollar question. How are network marketers like us, who've tried everything their upline ever suggested to be successful, and yet still struggled, who grew up with technology and aren't stuck in the 20th century, how are we supposed to grow our downlines and our bank accounts, and yet still have time for real life? My name is J.R. McKee. Join me as we explore how to use 21st century learning and technology to grow our downlines and build lasting wealth. Simply put, this is MLM done different. Welcome to MLM Renegade. Now, I guess I should qualify my initial statement there. I regularly read scripture, but recently, as I was reading with my family, we were reading in the Gospel of Luke. Now, I promise, guys, this is not just going to be a Sunday school lesson, but I was reading in the Gospel of Luke, and we were in chapter 12, and came upon verses 51 through 53. And I'm going to read them for you real quick, and then I want to talk about it. It says, "Suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, and the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law." You guys, this is talking about, in the scripture here, it's talking about God who's coming to maybe not bring peace on earth, but actually division. And it's an important idea. Not because we don't want peace on earth, that's what we all want in this time of year, but divisiveness is not a bad thing. And so I want to explore that a little bit, and I'm going to evoke some of the learnings that I've gotten from some of the greats, especially in the digital marketing space, and apply them to network marketing here. And so I want you guys to come on this journey with me because I'm pretty excited about it. So for as long as network marketing has been around, it's been divisive. And what I would put forth is that divisiveness is not a bad thing. In fact, it's a good thing by and large. And it goes back, it's funny because this scripture as I was reading it just kind of spoke to me and I had never caught it before. And I think that the idea behind it, the main idea, is that division is good. We both attract our kind of people and repel the kind of people that we don't want to have around us. Right now here in the United States, we're dealing with some very divisive political strife, and it's definitely causing some tribalism. You're getting people on one side who all seem to have groupthink and think exactly the same things, and on the other side they think exactly the opposite. And the difficulty with that is obviously we get some strife and some division, and we're not a unified country, and it causes a lot of strain and stress on people, and me included in a lot of ways. But in our marketing, in our business, it's a good thing to be able to repel those people who we don't want to have around us. It's a good thing to be able to attract the people that we want to have around us. Attraction marketing has become a buzzword, especially in network marketing. Attraction marketing is really kind of creating that character, that person who you want to portray. It's the attractive character it talks about in .com Secrets by Russell Brunson. And it's an important idea because we want to attract the right people, but at the same time we want to repel those. So Stephen Larson, who I'm actually working right now to get onto the podcast with us, but Stephen talks a lot about what he does to be divisive, and one of the things he has is He's got his brand is kind of around the capitalist pig. In fact, he's created T-shirts and a number of other things around it. In fact, I have a lapel pin of the capitalist pig. Looks like a piggy bank sitting right here on my desk. And the capitalist pig is very repulsive to the right kind of people and attractive to the right kind of people for Steve. I'm definitely one of those kind of people. I love to kind of get a rise out of people, and so wearing a capitalist pig shirt around proudly is one of the ways that I do that. In fact, we went on a family vacation to New York City, and I have a picture of me standing in front of the Statue of Liberty wearing my capitalist pig t-shirt. Now, my wife wasn't terribly pleased with that choice, but I was able to, to kind of show my brand and what I believed in just right. Now, maybe I could have done it in a little bit better fashion that would have made her happier, but I was attracting the right kind of people, and I get a lot of looks, and I get a lot of, some people are offended by it, and other people are not. I work for a company that's based in the Bay Area of California, and let's just say the politics there are very different from my own, and it causes some of that repulsion. And I just kind of smile. I'm very considerate of others, I would say, but at the same time, I request that same sort of consideration. And when we are attracting the right kind of people, we're going to have the kind of business that we want to have. And when we're repelling the right kind of people, we're also going to have the right kind of business. Now, in that scripture, it talked about father against son, and son against father, and mother against daughter, and daughter against mother. It's funny because in network marketing especially, we talk about dream stealers. Now, dream stealer is somebody who you're excited about your business and your budding opportunity, and you want to share it with other people, and yet there's this dream thief who maybe they really love you, right? But they can be, some of the people closest to you can really be some of your biggest detractors when you're trying to do something that's a little bit out of the norm for you, when you're trying to do something that may make other people uncomfortable. That's when they become dream thieves, and that's when you start to get that brother against brother or father against son sort of animosity. I actually talk about this with my own family. When Heather and I started our business, I wanted to share this with my siblings. I love my siblings, and I have two sisters and a brother, and I wanted to share this with them. And my brother, who is one of my best friends in the world, his reaction was essentially, "I love you, but I don't want to hear about it, and I don't want you to talk to me about it ever again." I was a little crushed. I was a little hurt, I'll be honest. And one of the things that I realized was that was on him. That's not on me. And that sometimes that repulsion. Now, he had a bad experience in the past with some other network marketing company, and because of that, he was very guarded, and my sister-in-law, his wife, was extremely guarded. But that's not the point. The point is he made his decision, and he has chosen to repel a network marketing opportunity, and I have chosen to attract those. So that puts us a little bit at odds. Now, he's still my brother, and that's never going to change, and I love him because he's my brother. But I won't delude you into thinking that it didn't hurt just a little bit. So I guess, and you guys, I'm going to wrap up pretty quickly with this one. This will be a fairly short podcast, but I just want you to think about that even going back to the Bible, the Gospel of Luke is talking about being divisive, taking a stand. In other parts of the scriptures, it talks about not being lukewarm. Either hot or cold, and that's actually a direct parable because of the aqueducts that they have in, especially in like Rome and some of those areas where they would carry hot water or carry cold water, and they would carry cold water, right? And you want the water to be cold, but if it was lukewarm, it was getting some sort of a hot spring or something else. It was mixed, and it wasn't pure, and they wanted you to be one or the other, right? Be hot or be cold, but just be polarizing. And if we are polarizing, polarized people attract things. If you're a magnet, you are polarized, right? You attract some magnets and you repel others. If we do that in our business, it's going to enable us to have success. We don't want to be a jack of all trades. We don't want to be the jack of all trades. We don't want to be a master of none. We want to be specialized. Other parts in the scriptures, it talks about no man can serve two masters. And I've been a part of multiple network marketing companies in the past, and sometimes together at the same time, and I don't recommend it. It's not. You need to be able to focus your efforts and your energies towards one thing, and if you're splitting your energies, those are things that aren't going to help you. So, with everything that you do in your business, work with a single-minded focus. Be polarizing. Just because you're polarizing doesn't mean you need to be rude. The president of the United States currently is very polarizing. He's also kind of a jerk, and I don't recommend dealing with people the way that he does. But he's definitely polarizing, and he's also attracting to him a lot of people who agree with him and who want to be in his proximity and are really liking the things that he's doing. He's also repelling a lot of people who don't like what he's doing. I just wish that he would do it maybe in a little bit without being offensive. You can be divisive without being offensive, I feel like, and that's the balance that we need to strike here as business owners, as people who want the best for humanity and want the best for people around us. We want to invite people to our opportunity because we want what's best for them, if you're doing it the right way. If you're just inviting people because you want your check to get bigger, you're in the wrong business. Go find somewhere else, because we don't want you in network marketing. Okay, I'm going to be very divisive when I say that. We don't want you in network marketing if you're just trying to make a buck. Okay, if you're trying to better the lives around you, those are the kind of people that we want. I had John Melton on. It's been a couple of months ago now. John is a fantastic example of lifting everybody around him and really caring about the people that he works with, and those people are now making great money, and he is too. But he's in it for the raising up of the people around him. And if we are able to do that, if we're able to go in and help everybody else around us succeed, then we will succeed. Zig Ziglar said something to the effect of, only when you help others succeed will you in fact succeed. And that's that's an important idea, and an important way that we can actually help others around us and work with others so that they can be lifted up as well. You guys, it's a wonderful holiday season. I'm looking outside my window here with a light snowfall and Christmas lights here on the house and on the trees outside my house, and I'm so grateful for this time of year. Next week is Christmas Day, and I plan to drop a podcast episode. I don't think I'll record it on Christmas Day. I'll probably a little bit before, but I want you guys to have a very Merry Christmas or a Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, because I know that if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to help others around you to be better, that you too will be better, and that the rising tide lifts all boats, and that when we work together, we succeed. You guys, happy holidays. Have a great one. Hey, thanks for listening, and please remember to subscribe. And if you loved us, leave us an awesome review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you consume your podcasts. Now, if you'd like some free training for your team on how your recruiting efforts can be bettered and brought into the 21st century, go to podcast.mlmrenegade.com and get your copy of the Renegade Recruiting Kickstarter.